Hi, my name is Cheryl, and I am from the YMCA in the Southern Branch, and this is going to be a 30-minute bar class with the large stability ball. So if you have one, grab it. If you don't, you can modify all the moves and do the same thing that I'm doing, but without the ball, okay? So let's set our timer, let's set our music on, and let's get started. So we're gonna start with just a little warm-up. I've got a chair and I've got a large stability ball, and that's what I'm going to use today. Okay, so I'm going to start, and I'm just going to face you. Those feet are right underneath my hips. I'm going to bring it down and reach it up. I'm going to start with a little warm-up, warming up those legs and those arms, and bring it up. Now, you can stay here, or you come up on those toes, heels and toes. And 5, 3, and last one. Bring those arms to the side in a side lunge. Big arms, bring it over. For 5, 4, 3, and last one, I want you to bring it over to that side lunge. Place that hand on the thigh and add a little pulse here. For 5, 3, and hold. Come up on this toe if you can. Up on that toe and hold it for 5, 3, heel comes down and step it up. We're going to go to the other side. Side lunge. Big arms. We're just warming up those obliques and those arms and those legs. And 5, 4, and last one. Bring it over to that side lunge. Place that hand at that pulse. For 5, 4, 3, and last one. And come up on this toe if you can. And hold it there for 5, 3, and last one. Heel comes up and bring it up. You're going to roll those shoulders back. Feet are just under those hips. And roll them forward. There we go. Step it out nice and wide. Bring those arms down. Big arms. Big arms, bring it up. Come up on those toes if you can. Up on those toes and heels and toes. And 5, 4, 3, and last one. And bring it up. The heels come down and step it in. Okay, we're going to start here. Now, I have a chair that I'm going to sit here. I'm going to place one hand on that chair, and I'm going to bring my stability ball over. And I'm going to place my outside leg on the ball. Now, notice this leg is underneath this hip, and this leg, my foot is resting on the ball. Now, let's say you don't have a stability ball. It's okay. You could just stand here with that leg lifted, okay? And you can do all the moves with just that leg lifted. It just makes it a little more fun having it on that ball. There we go. So that foot's resting on that ball. I'm going to bring my outside arm up. I'm just going to lower myself down. Notice this standing leg bends, and then I'm going to bring it back up. So I'm just bringing it down. My leg is kind of rolling out. This outside leg rolls out as this leg bends. Bring it down. Now, I can bring both arms up shoulder height if I don't need that chair for balance as I roll that leg out for 8 and 7. So I'm just doing a one-legged squat, really. 5, 4, 3. Now, I'm going to bring it all the way down. I'm going to bring it down. This leg is bent. I'm going to add a little pulse here, keeping this outside leg lifted. Now, I don't need the chair for balance, but if you do, just grab onto it. I'm going to keep those arms held up for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it. I'm going back to singles. I'm going to bring it all the way out. Roll it all the way out. There we go. For 8 and 7 and 5 one, bring it down, nice and deep, and add that little pulse for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold right there. I'm going to grab onto that chair, and I'm going to bring this outside arm and bring it up and around, facing my chair now. The top of my foot is going to rest on that ball. If you don't have the ball, you can just be in a lunge. This standing leg is underneath that hip. I'm going to roll that ball all the way out. Notice, I come into that lunge, and then I bring it back up. There we go. Roll it all the way back, and then back up. So I'm going to come all the way down deep into that lunge, and then roll it back up, all the way back, and all the way forward. There we go. And we have 8. And 7, I'm going to face that chair to help keep that balance. It feels amazing, that roll. So we're just going to pass that toe. 2 more. And 2, last one, bring it down. Nice and deep, all the way down that lunge. Add a little pulse here. Add a pulse for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Can you come up on that front toe? Can you come up on that front toe? Hold it down for 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. Heel comes down and roll it up. There we go. Now, we get to do the other side. I'm going to move that chair over. And you don't have to. You just will be facing the other way now. There we go. Now, I have the other leg. There we go back so I don't cut my head off. There we go. I have my other leg resting on that. My foot is on that ball. I've got that chair for balance, standing leg under that hip. There I go. Bring that arm up, roll it out. I'm just lowering myself down. I can bring both arms up if I can, if I don't need that balance. And I'm just lowering myself down. Remember, without the ball, you just have that leg lifted. And 8. And 7. And 5. 3. Bring it all the way down. Here we go. Hold it there and add that little pulse. See, I told you with the ball, it's just a little more fun, right? For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Bring it back up, back to singles, all the way down, all the way up. I'm rolling that leg out. There we go. And 8, 7, and 5, 3. Bring it down one more time and add that pulse for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it right there. My hand's down back on that chair. This arm's going to come up and around. I'm going to face my chair. The top of my foot is resting on that ball. Or I'm just in a lunge position. Hips are square to that chair. And I'm going to make sure that foot is under that hip. And I'm going to roll that leg back and then forward. So I'm coming into a nice deep lunge, rolling that ball all the way back and forward. There we go. Don't let that knee, that front knee go past that toe. There we go. Keep that chest lifted, face that chair. Let's count it for 8. And 7. 5. 3. Roll that ball out. Roll that ball, come nice and deep and add that pulse for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it. Can you come up on this front toe? Come up on that front toe. I know you can't see my feet real well. For 8, 7, 5, 3, heel comes down and roll it up. Oh, what an awesome burn that was. Shake it out. Cross that leg over. Give yourself a little stretch. Woo! There we go. Now, I'm just going to move this chair out of the way for 1 minute. And I'm going to take my ball, and I'm going to come down on the floor, and I'm going to roll forward, okay? I'm going to roll forward. Now, it's up to you on how far you want to go. On how far you want to go. I got to make sure you guys can see. There you go. I'm just going to roll forward this way. So you want those arms to be wide. Arms to be wide. My back is straight. I'm gonna balance on this ball, and I'm gonna come down and push up. And push up. There we go. Push up, arms are wide. There we go. That's a better view. Bring it down. Now, bring it all the way down for 8. And 7. 5. 3. And last one, press it up. Now, I want you to bring your hands under those shoulders and walk it forward, planting it on the ball. Keep that body straight. Keep that body straight, that core tight. Plant on that ball. I know I'm going to lose you on my picture here. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. And roll it back. There we go. Awesome job. How fun was that? Come up with that ball. I'm going to hold my ball. Now, I'm going to take my ball, I'm going to bring it up over my head. I'm going to take my leg, and I'm going to curtsy back, and I'm going to tap that ball to the floor. Reach it up, take the other foot and curtsy. So it's a little twist. It's a little twist as I tap that ball to the floor. Now, let's say you don't have a ball, and you would just bring those arms down and up. Bring it down and up. But I've got that ball, so I'm lifting that ball, curtsy down, reach it up, and curtsy, and reach. This is a little curtsy move, using that ball to add a little more core, some obliques with that little twist, little strength, tap it down. Come down a little deeper, there we go, tap that ball to the floor. Reach it high. Reach it high. Tap it low. I've got 5 more on both sides. Bring it down. Reach it up. Tap it down. Reach it up. 3 more. Tap. Reach. I know, sometimes I always check my count. Last one, across the back. And hold it there. I'm going to drop that ball. Whew. Those arms, I'm going to stretch those arms out a little. That was excellent. I'm going to grab my chair back. Let's do it. Now, I'm going to face you, and I'm going to place one hand on that chair. I'm going to keep that ball to the side. I'm going to take that outside leg. Arm comes up, and lift that outside leg. Now, this leg is going to lift straight up at 12 o'clock. There we go, 12 o'clock. Point that toe, lift for 8, and 7, 5, 3, lift that leg up, point that toe, and add that pulse. Keep it lifted for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Now turn your foot so that way your calf is facing up. There we go. And we're going to bring that leg down and lift. Now my foot is turned, my leg is turned, so that inside of my leg is facing up. Keep that arm raised for 8, and 7, 5, 3, lift that leg up. Now, if you don't need that chair, bring those arms out and add that little pulse. Keep that leg lifted. Oh, it's burning. And 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. I'm going to bring my foot, bring it right here to my side. Bring it to the side. And again, if I don't need that chair, then keep that arms up shoulder height. It's a side lift. Point that toe for 8, 7, 5, 3, lift that leg up, point that toe, and add that little pulse. Keep it lifted. Keep those arms shoulder height. Keep them nice and straight for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. I'm going to bend that knee. I'm going to bend that arm. I can hold that chair if I need to, and I'm going to lift. So now, that outside arm and leg are bent 90 degrees. I'm going to raise and lower. Bring that knee into that knee. Line those up, knee to knee. And lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 3. Lift that leg up. Lift that arm and add that pulse. Keep it 90 degrees for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it. Can you all hold it there? For 8, 7, 5, 3. Slowly, I'm going to step it back into that curtsy. Step back into that curtsy. Bring that arm up. Come back in that curtsy. Elbow to that knee. Step it back in that curtsy. Elbow to that knee. There we go. For 8 and 7, 5, 3. Now, last one. Crunch it up right here. Add a little crunch. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. And step it down. Take it out. I'm going to move my chair. Remember, the chair is just for balance. If you don't need it, you can let it go and put those arms out. Outside leg. Bring it forward. Point that toe. Start here with that lift at 12 o'clock. Lifting that leg up. Remember, I can take both arms up if I don't need that chair. Point that toe. Lift that leg at 12 o'clock. For 8, 7, 5, 3. Lift that leg up. Point that toe and add that little pulse. For 8, 7, 5, 3. Hold. Turn that leg. That calf is facing up. Arms are out. Bring that leg down and lift. It's a little more difficult now with that foot turn, right? And we have 8. Keep those arms raised if you can. 6, you can always go into prayer if you need a little break with those arms. And 4, 3, lift that leg up, add that pulse. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Take that foot. I'm going to bring it right to my side. There you go. Arms come up. Lift that leg. Point that toe. For 8, 7, 5, 3. Lift that leg up nice and high. Point that toe and add that pulse. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Bend your knee 90 degrees. Bend your arm. Bring it down so you're lining up your knee to knee. Arms at 90 and lift. That arm comes up. Leg stays at 90 for 8. And 7, 5, 3. Lift that leg up and add that pulse for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Okay, step it back. Step it back in that curtsy. Arm comes up. Come down in that curtsy. Elbow to that knee. Curtsy. Elbow to the knee. And 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. Elbows to knee, add that crunch. This is crunch down for 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. And bring it down. Take it out. You can stretch those legs out. There we go. Nice little stretch. Woo. Now, I'm going to move my chair out of the way. I'm going to show you. I'm going to bring this camera down just a little bit so we're coming down on the floor a little bit. Now, you have a choice. You can do this with the ball or without the ball. Okay? If you don't do it on the ball, then just have your feet on the floor. So I'm going to place the heels of my feet on the ball, and I'm going to lay down. Okay? I'm going to dig those heels in. Palms are on the floor. If I don't have a big stability ball, then my feet are just on the floor. I'm just going to do a hip raise. So I'm going to lift those hips up and then bring them down. So I'm just lifting those hips up. There we go. Lift those hips up for 8 and 7, 5, 3. Now lift those hips up. Hold them up. So my hips are raised, my legs are straight, my heels are digging in the ball. If I didn't have the ball, I would just have my hips up. There we go, with my feet on the floor. Now, if you have the ball, then you are going to roll the ball in towards your booty and then press it back out, keeping those hips raised. With those hips raised and down. Now, if this is too difficult for you, you can have your booty down and you can just pull it in and press it out. If you don't have the ball, then you have your feet on the floor and you're just doing pulses right here. Okay? So let's go back to it. Again, my feet are extended, hips are up. Roll that ball in and press it out. So this is our most favorite option, keeping those hips raised, heels dug in that ball for 8. Oh, it's really hard, right? 7, 6, 5, 3, and last one. And bring those hips down. Wow. Give those legs a little stretch there, right? Now, I got one more thing for you here. Now, remember, you can have your legs just on the ball, and you can keep your hips on the floor. That is your easier option. If you don't have a ball, you can have your feet on the floor with your hips on the floor, okay? Now, the option I like the best is that your legs are straight, heels in the ball, and your hips raised. Now, you're going to balance on the ball, and you're going to take your right leg, and you're going to lift it into a leg lift. So remember, you have a lot of options. Your booty could be on the floor. You don't have to be in a hip raise, or your feet can be on the floor if you don't have a ball. And 8, 7, 5, 3. Last one. We're going to change legs. Keep those hips raised. Balance on that ball. Left leg comes up. There we go. My legs are straight. My hips are raised. My palms are on that floor. And 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. Bring it down. Bring that booty down. Woo, and roll it in. Now, I'm going to place those legs on that ball. My feet can just be on the floor, or my legs are raised. My fingertips are going to that temple, and I'm going to crunch it up. Bring it down and crunch. So this is just a crunch for 8, 7, 5, 3, it up and add a little pulse here. Keep it lifted off that floor. And 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. Hold it right there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. For 8, 7, 5, 3, and last one. Slowly lower it down. Okay. I know you've enjoyed this ball. I'm going to bring my legs straight. Bring my legs straight. I'm going to place them on both sides of that ball. And I'm going to press into the ball. So I'm going to hold the ball between my calves and my ankles. Now, if you don't have a ball, again, it's okay. You could use actually a small ball for this or no ball at all. Okay, we're going to bring those legs up. I'm going to hold that ball. I'm going to bring it up. There we go. I'm going to hold that ball up. Now, if you don't have a ball, that's okay. We're just going to squeeze the ball. We're going to squeeze it. Bring those legs in. So if you don't have a ball, just bring those legs from wide to narrow. From wide to narrow. But I'm squeezing that ball. I'm bringing those legs in for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it right there. I'm going to bend those knees, and then I'm going to extend. There we go. Bend, and then straighten. And bend, and straighten. Holding that ball between those legs. There we go. For 8, and 7, 5, 3, and last one. And bend those knees and drop that ball. Excellent job. And I'm going to roll it up. Okay, I'm just going to set that ball to the side. And I'm going to come up on my feet. Now I got to fix my camera so you can see me again. Okay, now to finish us off, we're going to come into a wide stance. Let me just come down just a little bit so you can see my feet a little bit. Okay, we're going to come into that wide stance. Feet are wide, toes are slightly pointed out. Now, I've got just a few minutes left. I'm going to bring those arms up, and then bring it back up. Here we go. And lower. Bring them up, shoulder height. And we have 8, 7, 5, 3. I'm going to bring it down. The arms come up shoulder height. And I'm going to add a little pulse here. Little pulse for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it right there, nice and deep. Arms come around in a little circle, shoulder height for 8, 6, 4, reverse that little circle, shoulder height for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Remember, option is always to go into prayer if your arms are getting too tired. Come up on one toe, then the other toe. Alternating sides on that toe. There we go. I'm going to come back to you so you can see my toes. There you go. Come up on those toes for 8, 7, 5, 3. Last one. Come up on one toe. Up on one toe. Add that pulse for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it right there. Hold it. Come down another inch if you can. Hold that pose for 8, 7, 5, 3. Heel comes down. The other heel comes up and add that pulse. We're on that other toe for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold. Can you come down another inch? I know you can. Hold it there for 8, 7, 5, 3. Come up on both toes. Oh my gosh, both toes. Arms are up shoulder height if you can. Add that pulse for 8, 7, 5, 3, and hold it. Everyone come down another inch on both toes. Arms are shoulder height. Reach down. Work those shoulders for 8, 7, 5, 3, slowly, heels come down, arms come down, big stretch up, bring it down, all the way reach, and all the way, keep them up on those toes and toes, and 3, 2, last one, I'm going to bring it down, bring that arm across, bring that other arm across, I am running out of time, there we go, arm comes up, and the other one, hands come behind, woo, straighten those legs, awesome job you guys. Now, if you need a more stretch, we can cross that leg over and sit in that chair, stretch out that TV and those legs, and the other side, here we go. Thank you very much. That was 30 minutes or bar on the stability ball. So thank you very much for joining me. My name is Cheryl. I am from the YMCA in the Southern Branch, and have a wonderful day.